Hey, what's up? What's going on, guys? Back again. Today, I'm going to do my first day in iRacing. But before we get to that, it is 1 week before Halloween. You can see the decorations out over there. And I want to go take the bike for a spin. Come on. There she goes. It is starting to get cold out here, too. I got the flannel on under the jacket, the balaclava. I got sweatpants on under my riding pants. These are really meant for summer. Look at all the vent holes and stuff. Alright, let's get going. First stop, gas station. Clouds looking beautiful out there today. Oh, neighbors are having a yard sale, I guess. Alright, got gas, let the adventure begin. It is a little bit chilly, so like the tops of my knuckles, I'm feeling it the most. Oh, beautiful. Oh, you get that nice smell of the ocean breeze right there too. I love that. Is this my turn? This is my turn. Yep, this is the one. Good thing there's no one behind me there. All the skids here. Oh, donuts there. More skids here. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, maybe most of you, the news lately is that the wife and I are actually expecting our first child in February. Hey. Thanks for the congratulations. We're actually having the gender reveal party this weekend, so I don't know if it's going to be a son or a daughter yet. So before I find that out, I kind of wanted to give some advice to my future child. You know, because none of us kind of know how long that we have here, so just in case, you know, knock on wood, the unfortunate happens, I figured I should start leaving some pieces of advice that I would like to pass down. The first thing I want to tell you about is the idea of integrity. We as people are all allowed to have our own personal thoughts and feelings about anything and everything. These can be separate from what's the accepted societal norms, what might be legal. Every day we learn something new, and as free-thinking, intelligent beings, it should be something that we strive towards. We should never feel like we've learned as much as we should know, and we should strive to learn something new every day. Develop your thoughts and understandings of things in different ways every day, and just be a better person than you were yesterday. So although I'm saying that you should stand by and have your own thoughts and feelings about anything and everything, I don't want you to completely close off your mind from having those thoughts and feelings ever change. As well, you need to understand that just like you're free to have your own thoughts and feelings, other people are too. And you can't stop them from feeling the way that they feel. And you should never try to. You can have a conversation about your differences in opinions, but you should never try and force your own beliefs onto somebody else. If they're gonna feel one way, they're gonna feel one way. If you're gonna feel one way, you're gonna feel one way, right? I think that's a nice little lesson right there. Integrity. Alright, that's pretty much it, guys, and I'll see you back inside.
Alright, thanks Phil. What's up guys, it's Editor Phil here. Now, because I've never played iRacing before and I don't really know what's going on, we gotta get to the website here, sign up. Ooh, new memberships are 40% off. That's kind of nice. And I think we're going to do a year because we'll probably play it for a while. Maybe. Let's see. All right. Welcome to iRacing. Hey, look at us go. We're iRacers now. Download it. Waiting. Come on. Install. Hurry up. All right. And we're off to the races. This is my first ever race in iRacing. My first ever iRace? First time iRacer? I don't know, whatever. You guys get the point. So here we go in T1. Just thinking to myself, I hope I don't wipe out and make a complete fool of myself in my first race ever, in my first corner ever. I actually qualified in P8 for this race here. And I'll eventually work my way up into P5. Had some interesting little battles here. Of course, the first lap is always the most interesting. It's when everybody's all kind of packed up into tightly little spaces until we all spread out and find our own pace. Right here is my first ever overtake coming down the back stretch, which is kind of nice. I kind of realized I was swerving into him a little bit much there, so I do a little correction to tell him, you know, I'm a bit of a nice guy. I got some etiquette on the track here. Of course, the funny thing being is that I have no idea about circuit racing and the rules that are involved or any of that. So I've also found that T2 and Piper, those kind of corners, I'm not sure of the line yet, but forgive me when you watch me go around. This is my first incident, and I'm going to own up to it and say that was my fault. That guy clearly had that line there, but he gets his revenge here and tries to take me out. Just full sends right into my ass. And he ends up actually going off the track, which is kind of funny about that, where I was quick to counter steer and save myself there a bit. But yeah, this little tight section here, I just couldn't get the line down for some reason. And then a little braking battle here going into T1. And I, of course, lost that. Next here is I take a position off of this guy, taking the inside line out of T1, where he went wide and didn't carry as much speed as he should have, which worked out in my favor. And now I'm hunting this guy down the backstretch. He was braking for whatever. He was a nice guy, let me pass, which is good. And that was the end of my first race. And we're on to race number 2. Now, this one was the most boring of all the races because I ended up qualifying in pole position, and I just kind of held it the entire way. Which I have to admit, though, when you're driving along and you can just see people in your mirror the entire time, like there is like this pressure that hits you to not only push yourself to drive faster, but to like not make mistakes to give up your position, right? I was getting a little sweaty, I won't lie. And on to race number 3. Okay, so this one was a little bit more interesting, or let's say one of the more difficult races I had in my rookie races here. So I actually qualified P6 for this one, and although I have some position changes that go along in the race, I ended up finishing in P6 as well. So we can see here coming out of Piper, some little battles already starting to emerge in the first lap here. Now I'd never really like circuit raced before actually getting iRacing here. I found it to be like pretty difficult, especially when there's traffic, because if I did race on circuit tracks before, it was just doing time trials, when you can just go flat out every time, right? But you know, the excitement of having other cars on the field with you on the track and having to think about what they're doing in front of you or behind you and how that influences your driving. Like this guy, for example, like What is this guy doing? So he ends up scrubbing a bunch of speed, and I end up taking this position from him. And again, right there, just about steers into me, right? But I guess that's like the excitement and the fun of driving in rookies. Obviously, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where people just start new accounts and smurf in rookies just for shits and giggles, right? So, you know, I kind of understand it now after driving against these guys. And say what you will about the MX-5 club car or whatever it's called, but it is pretty fun. You know, every little drop in speed makes a difference. Like this guy scrubbed off some time, and I was able to get by him there. Although, you know, a bit of an incident here where he turned into me. But yeah, I mean that's the fun of it, right? As you get higher and higher into the races, like stuff like that isn't going to happen. But you know, this is rookies. So coming out there in that last turn into the backstretch there, that guy was carrying much more speed through that corner than I was, but luckily I had the line which forced him to brake behind me. And this is where you can see the pressure gets to me. I could see these guys in my mirror like the entire time. And I don't know, something just happened in my brain and I ended up braking late, which resulted in me giving up 3 positions that I had gained earlier. And then at the end of the race, me and this guy were kind of neck and neck, and he got me just by the front fenders. That was our battle for 5th right there. Alright, as we start this race, I'll call it race 4. I do have to admit that I had 2 more races in the MX-5 that I forgot to record. One, I blew a transmission and was out in like the first lap. And the other, some guy just like straight up full sended it right into me and took me out right in like T1 or something like that. So those were kind of wipes. And then another, I tried to do some Formula V, and I couldn't get that, man. I don't know how those cars handle. So I guess technically this is race number 7, but yeah, I totally forgot to record those, so here we are. And this is the final race that I'll have in rookies before getting my Class D license. And it was pretty good. My thoughts in this one was just to keep it clean, be conservative, because I wanted my promotion. I qualified in P5 for this one, and eventually made my way up to podium finish, P3. So you can see right now I'm currently in 4th. I'm just trying to like look to see where this guy is gonna give me some room so I can overtake, which he does. Right there, coming out of T1. Yeah, and again, so my mind really is just thinking here about like playing it safe, just stay on the track, complete what you should, and get that promotion. But we can see here this guy, he's fighting to take back 3rd from me, right? And just kind of cuts me off here. Like, look at that. Look how close that is. It kind of got on my nerves a little bit because, like, I think that guy just really got lucky that he didn't just hit me. Like, there's no way that he saw that he was wearing, like, VR or something. Like, saw that he had that much clearance. So I came in here, like, a little hot, but I also wasn't expecting him to brake so hard coming in the Piper, right? Like, I don't know. So I gave him a bit of a punt. Not on purpose, I should say, but whatever, it is what it is. And then he ends up just kind of spinning here. Like, spins himself out somehow. I don't know. And then luckily he didn't really do too much to me, so I just, you know, finished spinning him around by pushing his back, and then, you know, that was my P3 finish, my podium finish there. So then it was just like I was so far away from the people in front of me that I just had to coast and just finish the race. I wasn't going to be able to catch them. They're probably like, you know, 3 seconds ahead of me at this point. So just put my head down and finished. And I just knew at this point, like, I was at 2.97 or something on my rookie license, and as long as I finished this course, I was going to get a promotion. So that's it. And you can see that, sorry for the flickers, we can see here that I got promoted. Class D. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.